Now, one of the big stories of the week was the 250,000 British people who tried to get a ticket for the Olympic Games. Anything in the Olympic Games, I mean, leaves me cold. I mean, if you paid me a large sum, you would not find me at 9/10 of the events in the Olympic Games. And I rather resent the taxpayer paying billions of pounds for it. But if we're going to have it, we ought to at least have a fair allocation of tickets, don't you think? TalkSport's political correspondent Sean Dilley has been looking at this very issue.
On Tuesday, around 1.8 million people found out how they fared in the hunt for 6.6 million Olympic tickets, and it's fair to say that not everybody was entirely happy with the process.
It's based on ability to pay rather than those who are necessarily interested.
I was a bit annoyed when I found out you could apply on other countries' national sites and get tickets on a first come, first serve, and a bit sort of annoyed that I didn't think of doing that.
And it screens out loads of people who wouldn't be able to afford it.
Successful applicants will find out formally on or before June the 24th how many tickets they've bagged. In the meantime, all first-time credit card applications have now been processed, so most people should now know how much they've spent on tickets, but not necessarily which events they're off to.
It could have been so much smoother. It would have been nice to know what risk I was taking. We've all had to take it blind.
Insolvency practitioner Stephen Hunt bid for £36,000 worth of tickets and won a whopping £11,000 of those. Also speaking to TalkSport earlier in the week, Tim Fuel bid for just 4 Olympic tickets at a total cost of £200 and won them all.
Obviously you didn't want too much money coming out of the bank account straight away, so just pick that 100-metre final and plump for 4 of the cheapest tickets at 50 quid a pops and come up trumps.
But not everybody was as lucky as Stephen and Tim.
I wanted £1,200 worth of tickets and I won nothing.
In a written statement, Lord Coe, the chairman of the ticket vendors LOCOG, admitted that many walked away empty-handed.
Certain events have seen massive demand. For example, the opening ceremony, which is more than 10 times oversubscribed. So there will, understandably, be disappointment. And we will find a way to go back to those people with other tickets.
But questions are now being asked how some applicants won thousands of pounds worth of tickets when others won nothing at all. The consumer watchdog Which has joined with the public to express concern about the ticketing process. Here's Matt Barth.
Nobody knew how many tickets were the cheap tickets that were available compared to the more expensive tickets. All of this has just added to the confusion, and really the ticketing system is not going to get a gold medal in the eyes of many sports fans.
2012 officials are calling for calm. There will be a second round of ticket applications in June and July, with priority being accorded to those who won nothing in the first round. The clear message coming through is if you had no luck with the first 6.6 million opportunities, there are plenty more to come. Sean Dilley, TalkSport.
Well, all I can say to that lady that bid £1,200 worth of tickets and won nothing, to use her words, is that actually she won big time. In fact, that's a bit of a jackpot. I'd keep the 1,200 quid and watch it, if you must, on the television. Synchronised swimming, throwing hammers, putting shots, getting a big pole and leaping with the assistance of the wooden pole over a horizontal bar. I mean, really? Diving off a diving board into a pond. I mean, I'll tell you, I watch and would rather watch ESPN Classic. I'd watch any game of football from any country in any year with any score before I'd watch 9/10 of the Olympic Games. So me, I think the people who didn't get tickets got the prize. But you may have a different point of view. 08717 22 33 44 is the number to call.